Loading cap worn by Captain Henry Curtis. Company, a 37 Illinois to volunteer during the Battle of Pea Ridge, March 7, 1862. Captain Curtis received one bullet wound in the shoulder and another in the abdomen. The bullet holes are visible in the coat.
I see one, but where's the other?
There's that one up there, and I think one's in the hat right there.
No, not in the hat.
There's the old aristocracy.
There's one of them up there.
Yeah.
One on the shoulder.
What's that bag down there?
The knapsack, the soldier carried his own blanket and other gear strapped to his back.
Hang up, bub.
What up there?
His canteen, cartridge box, infantryman carried 40 rounds of ammunition.
40.
What kind of rifle?
Enfield rifle, model 1858, caliber .577. Both sides imported many of these weapons from England. This top is a mini wall. This is cartridge ready for firing. This is cap pouch and caps. Cap placed on the hollow cone of the rifle, exploded when the hammer struck it. Explosion ignited the powder in the barrel. This is the Federal soldier at Pea Ridge was better armed and equipped than his Confederate opponent. Wild Bill Hickok. James Butler Hickok, later one of the West's most colorful figures, served here as a Union scout.
What does that word say?
This is a haversack, Yank's ration bag, carbine pattern. Colt revolving rifle. During the Civil War, this was the first widely used repeating shoulder arm at the Battle of Pea Ridge. The 1st Missouri Cavalry and 37th Illinois Infantry used this type weapon in the Leetown action.
Okay.
Brigadier General Samuel R. men into the action, but the outnumbered Federals managed to cling to their position. Artillery fire and musketry crashed through the woods as General Price intended to encourage his troops. A headlong southern attack up the Telegraph Road was suddenly repulsed, but the Confederate pressure continued. Artillery superiority began to tell as concentrated fire blasted exposed Federal batteries. Also fortified, slowly and steadily, the Confederate line pressed through the broken house. By late afternoon, it was apparent that only the withdrawal would keep the Federals from being overthrown. Especially the pursuing Southerners, the Federals fell back half a mile and stood at bay as darkness ended the attack. During the night, both armies concentrated in the Alpine Tavern space. As dawn of marching broke over the battlefield,
Flat, sponges a tube of water to cool it, while the person on the far backside covers the vent with a thumb. The person in the front of the wheel inserts the powder. projectile received from the guy that's right next to him. Then the man over to the left again rams the charge home. The man in the very back aims the cannon on signals from the gunner, then pricks the powder cartridge with priming rod. The person on the far right hooks the lanyard cord into the primer, steps back, and he pulls the lanyard on gunner's command to fire. Gunner is not shown. He stands a few feet back of the cannon. The cannon crew could average 2 to 3 shots per minute. Confederates under Van Dorn had circled behind the 10,500 Union soldiers entrenched along Little Sugar Creek. Union General Curtis, discovering the move, hurried one column north through Leetown and another to Elkhorn Tavern. General Curtis's headquarters site. The Union commander located his headquarters in this vicinity just overlooking Little Sugar Creek, about 2 miles south of here. Curtis believed that any Confederate attack would come from the south against his fortified lines. Events proved him wrong, however, as he nearly lost his army. As long as the Cherokees moved forced migration to Indian Territory, 1837 through 1839. Butterfield Overland Mail coaches sped toward California in 1858 through 1861. A telegraph line was stretched in 1860. Union and Confederate troops marched just prior to the Battle of March 7th and 8th, 1862. Winton Springs. Thirsty Union soldiers drank here during the Battle of Pea Ridge. The present house, constructed many years after the battle, stands near the site of the original Winton's house. At the time of the battle, the Ruddick family, one-time owners of Elkhorn Tavern, lived on the hill above the spring. The house there now dates to the early 1900s and probably stands on the site of the old Ruddick cottage. The hamlet of Leetown once stood a short distance to the left of this road. All visible evidence of the village is now gone. In 1862, the villagers learned much of the terrors of war while the battle raged around them for 2 days.
It was late morning of March 7, 1862. The Battle of Leetown, part of the first day's action in a battle of